let's pick up where we left off. So we extended the canvas and we bottom weighted it so we could add some text. I've already laid out the guidelines, these little blue guys, and I've got the white border around it. So let's grab the text tool. And I'm going to come over here, I'm going to right in the middle click because I've already set up a point. I'm going to pick a font that I like. I like to pick simple fonts, you guys, not things that are so frou-frou that they're impossible to read. So pick something that's, makes sense with the type of image you're using. And obviously there's tons of them in here and you can change it on the fly after the fact as well. So let's see here. I'm just going to go with this simple Arial. And I'm going to call this New Orleans 2015. Okay. What I just did was come up to the options bar and I clicked the middle, so now it's lining up directly in the middle because I lined up my cursor there to begin with. This is a little small, so I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to come up here and I'm going to pick a larger font, and that's looking pretty good. Okay, awesome. Once again, I'm sticking with blacks because blacks are the color we want to use. Next up, I'm going to draw out some guides again. And I'm going to do this right like so. And I'm using the ruler to help determine what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to grab the rectangular marquee tool. And I'm going to come right here. And this is one of those times where it's good to have snap turned on. So we want snap on. And it's going to snap to that guide for us. And I'm going to draw a guide around. What I want to do here is have the line run directly through the text. Okay? And we are going to add another stroke. So I'm going to have a new layer. Every stroke that you make, you want that stroke to be on its own layer because it's going to give you flexibility. Okay, so now I come up here to edit and I'm going to go down to stroke, and this time I'm going to add a 20 pixel stroke, something thicker, and I'm going to hit OK. Now look what happened. The line is going right through my text. Well, how do you solve that? It's pretty simple, you guys. We're going to use the rectangular marquee tool again, and we're going to come over here and we're going to draw a box around the words. Now, this is that outer stroke. So we're going to call it outer stroke, and then we'll call it this one image stroke, so we know what is what. Okay, and go back to the outer stroke. We're going to add a layer mask. Well, it did the exact opposite of what I wanted, but that's no big deal because you guys already know how to use Command I to invert something, to invert a layer mask. So we're going to go Command I and check it out. Now I have the stroke off of my text. The other thing I can do now is I can add my name, and I'm going to come over here and do that, and that's going to be way too big, so we're going to come down to like 9 point. I want to put my copyright in it, so on a Mac it's Option G to get the copyright symbol, and on a PC it's Alt 0169. So traditionally you do the copyright symbol, the date, the year that it was shot, and then your name. And then I'm going to move this over to here and click there. I'm going to go to my move tool and I will just kind of line it up a little bit better by 1 pixel increments. So I'm using my arrow keys to move that around. Okay, and you know what? I think I'm going to be a little tricky here. I just double clicked on the T for my text tool. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to choose a gray, so it just kind of blends in a little bit more. It doesn't have to be super stand out for my name. Okay, I just kind of want it to blend in, and we're going to do that. Click over here. There we go. I might have gone a little bit too light. Come back up here, grab that text, and something like that. We'll say OK. Looking good. So now I have extended the canvas. I have done 2 strokes, an image stroke around the image, so that's your simple stroke. Then I used the marquee to draw out where I wanted my second outer stroke to be and over my words. Then I used a layer mask on the outer stroke to take the stroke off of the words. So That's that. If you want to get rid of the guides, do Command colon on your keyboard and it hides them and you can bring them back. So if you want to see what it looks like without or with. And that is looking pretty good. What happens if I actually wanted a bigger white canvas? Could I do that at this point? Guess what? I sure can. So I'm going to come all the way down here to layer 1. I'm going to go up here to canvas size and I'm going to be in the middle. I'm going to do relative again. I'm just going to add 1 and 1 again. See if that's going to be enough. We'll hit OK. And that's looking pretty good. So we'll grab that, fill it in, and much nicer, much nicer. Let's see here. Stroke, canvas size. Did I do height of 1? I'll do height of 1. There we go. Okay, that little bit of white border added around it just adds so much to it. So I would do that as well. Just give it some breathing room.